class. Is everyone doing good today? Good, everyone as well? Okay, good. We'll get started. Yesterday we started talking about jobs. Can anyone refresh our memories and tell us what a job is? Yes. Good. A job is something that adults do to make money. So what we're going to talk about today is just some types of jobs, where they would work, and what they do. So if you turn to page 14 from your workbook, we're going to get started. There's a list of vocabulary and some pictures. So I'm going to go over the vocabulary, ask you to repeat after me, and then talk about which pictures correspond to which job. So, teacher, doctor, police officer, and pilot. Good. Okay, so can anyone tell me what a teacher does? Right, they teach classes, they teach a subject. And so which picture do you think the teacher is? Picture number 2, the one with the chalkboard? Good. Okay, who can tell me what a doctor does? Anyone? Yeah? Right, they're someone you see when you're sick. So which one do you think the doctor is? Which looks like a doctor to you? Right, number 1, the guy with the white coat. Okay, and police officer. Can anyone tell me what a police officer does? Right, they're someone that helps keep you safe. They're responsible for your safety. So which one is the police officer? Is it number 3? We agree that the police officer is number 3? Good. Okay, and lastly, pilot. Who can tell me what a pilot does? Right, they fly planes, so that'd be number 4. So if you go on to page 15, we're going to talk about places. So this will be the places where people work. Okay, so I'm going to go through the vocabulary again and get you to repeat. Hospital, police station, school, and airport. Good, okay. So, the first one, hospital. Who works at a hospital? Right, a doctor. Good. And so which one is the hospital? Which picture? Picture number 1? Awesome, good. Okay, and who works at a police station? Right, a police officer. So which picture do you think that is? You think it's number 2, the one that says police? Yeah, I would agree. School. Who works at a school? Right, a teacher. And who works at an airport? Right, the pilot. So the school is the last picture, number 4, and the airport is number 3. So for C, we kind of already talked about what they do, but I'm just going to go through the vocabulary really quickly again, and then we'll just see which phrase corresponds, or phrase or task corresponds to the picture. So, flies planes, helps sick people, teaches students, and catches thieves. Now, thieves is probably something you guys haven't run into before. Does anyone here know what a thief is? Thieves being the plural of thief. No one? Okay. A thief is someone that steals something or takes something that doesn't belong to them. Okay? So, who flies planes? Right, a pilot. Which picture would that be? Right, number 4. And who helps sick people? Doctors, right? So which picture would that be? Right, it's a doctor and a patient. Good job, number 1. And who teaches students? Right, a teacher. So which would that be? You think it's number 2, the classroom? Yeah, I would agree. And who catches thieves? Police officers, right? Right, so there's a picture of a cop or a police officer arresting a thief. Now, do you guys know anyone that has any of these jobs we just talked about? Right, I'm a teacher. And right, when you go to see your doctor, your family doctor as well. Okay, good job. Moving right along to language practice on page 16. There's A, B, C, and D. We're going to do A and B as a class, and C and D you're going to get into pairs. So A gives you the question, you have to match it to the answer. So if I ask you, what is he? Is the answer going to be, she's a vet or he's a scientist? Right, the second one. So even if you're unsure about the picture or like what a vet is or a scientist, there's a clue in the question because it asks for he, and then there's a picture of a male, and then the sentence also, the answer also starts with he. So sometimes you can look for clues like that. B is the opposite. It gives you the answer, and you have to match it to the question down here. So we have seen some question marks before, so they should be a little bit familiar to you. So if the answer is he bakes bread, what is the question going to be? What does a baker do? Or what does a chef do? So if he bakes bread, he's a baker. So that would be A. So a chef cooks or makes food in a restaurant. What does a chef do? A chef makes food in a restaurant. Okay, does anyone have any questions or clarification needed so far? No, you guys are good? Okay, we'll continue on. So like I said, you guys can do C and D. So C is the same as what we just did. D is a little bit different. It gives you the question and it gives you the start of the answer. It wants you to fill it in with your own answers, which is kind of neat so that I can learn a little bit about you and you can learn a little bit about your peers as well. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to do that, and then we'll discuss as a class. Okay, is everyone done? Good, okay. So what did you get for C? A, where does the cashier work? What was the answer? Right, good, she works in a supermarket. So B, where do you work? Would be question number 1, I work in a fire station, I'm a firefighter. Good job. So D, if I ask, what do you want to be? What's your response? Yeah? You want to be a scientist, okay. And if you're going to be a scientist, where do you want to work? In a lab? Okay, can you tell me in a full sentence? I want to work in a lab, I'm a scientist. Good, that's good, great. Okay, so we're now on page 18 of your workbook. And can you guys describe this picture for me up at the top here? Looks like a baker. He has a baker's hat and gloves on to pull stuff from what do you bake bread in? Right, an oven. So he's pulling out bread from the oven. So it's safe to say he's a baker working in a bakery. Agreed? Good, okay. So I'm going to get you guys to do B in pairs again. So answer the questions about the picture, and then once you guys are done, we'll discuss as a class. So I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, can someone read me the first question, please? What is his job? Okay, what was your answer? Right, he's a baker. And can someone please read me the second question? Right, where does he work? And what was your answer? Right, he works in a bakery. The third question, please. What does he do? And what did you guys answer for that? Good, yeah, he bakes bread. And we're just going to go over quickly again what you see in the picture. You guys tell me. Right, a baker, bread, a baker uniform on the baker, and an oven. Good. And the last question, can someone please read for me? What is he making in the picture? Correct, yes. And what did you get? He is baking bread in the picture. Good job, you guys. Okay, so any questions, or we can move on? Move on? Okay. So we're going to go now on page 19. And this is a graph of what students want to be. So I'll just quickly go over what I want you to do. So you're going to look at the graph and see what the corresponding colors mean. For example, blue is doctor, red is pilot, and so on. So I just want you to discuss with your partner for the chart. So, for example, you'll look at the color, find the corresponding color and percentage, and say 3% of students want to be teachers. So just discuss amongst yourselves, and then we'll discuss as a class. Okay, everyone's done? Okay, so which job is the most popular? So which has the highest percentage? Right, pilots, right? They have 30, and what's the percentage? 36? Good, okay. And which one is the least popular? So which one has the lowest number? Is that right? It's scientists. That's the pink, the very thin one there. Good. Good job. Okay. So we just have a few minutes left in class. So just for the last few minutes, I'm going to get you guys to brainstorm some jobs that you would want to do. So give you some time to do that, and then please come to class tomorrow ready to discuss them. Okay, thanks guys. Great class, and we'll see you tomorrow.